Whew, wow, we are back. Manifesting Monday journal. And whoa, what a crazy day. I've been doing back to back, doing my career, breakdancing, working out. I'm doing all these things on my list. And it's wild because I manifested, one of the most important things I wanted to manifest was that I wanted to be completely busy and people hitting me up and keeping me accountable for everything I want to be good at. And it's wild because it happened exactly how I manifested it, and it's back to back. I've been kind of exhausted, but I've been really excited because wow, that was very specific. And I'm accomplishing a lot of goals that I always wanted to accomplish at a fast rate. But you don't have to do that. This is about manifesting what you're ready for, or if you want to manifest what you're not ready for, so you can change your life even faster. So it depends on you. So I wrote down some questions. So this is going to be a prompt for right now. And you're going to answer these questions, and then we're getting into the main topic. So what type of people do you want to surround yourself with? That's a deep question. It's deep because the people you hang out with changes your life. So if you notice you're hanging out with people that are putting you down or they're not benefiting you, maybe you want to slow down on hanging out with them and try to make some space to attract some great energy people that might help you change your life faster. And I've experienced this firsthand when I switched my environment. I went from Seattle to LA, and I just attracted naturally who I wanted to be around. But of course, when I first got here, didn't attract the right people. It's just part of the process. So answer that question, and my answer to that question would be I want to surround myself with people who have similar ambitions, and it could be in their niche, but people who want to take it to the next level and change their life and change who they are by leveling up. I mean, you're being who you are truly when you level up. It's the potential that you're striving for. So I want to be around people who want to do something similar, like have good energy, positive energy, and want to change their life. But the number one thing is I want them to be really high, good energy people. If they're negative people and they're doubting me and they're doubting themselves, it's going to make my life transform slower, and I'm going to be discouraged more often. I might be feeling more negative energy, which I've experienced that. We all have through our whole life. So that's my answer for that. And if you want to share it, you can leave it in a comment. We can talk about it. I'm still working on the community group, so we can talk about stuff in detail. But you don't have to share it if you don't want to. So we're going to go into this topic. The topic is perfectionism is ruining your life. My nose is kind of clogged. My sinuses are going crazy. But the topic is perfectionism is ruining your life. So let's talk about that subject. Every time I make one of these videos, I'm writing with you and I'm freestyling my mindset with you guys. Because when I journal with people, when someone asks me a question or I ask them a question, we are freestyling. You don't have to share, but when you're comfortable with some of the questions, you can share it out loud, and it kind of helps you brainstorm to discover what you really want. So perfectionism, okay. Perfectionism is ruining your life. You can write this down, and you can write down under that line, but why? And then you're going to answer that question. It gets deep. So why do I think it's ruining my life? So my whole life, I wanted everything perfect for myself, and I wanted to demonstrate perfectionism to other people. And usually you think perfect means awesome. But then if you're too perfect, you might not accomplish what you really want, and it won't happen for you. And being a perfectionist is high anxiety because you might not get it perfect, whatever that means. So an example would be if you wanted to get good at something, and it would be for example, it could be social media, and you haven't been posting content to get your business out there, or you wanted to get your fame out there in something you're passionate about, and you don't post daily or however amount you want to post, because you want to make the video perfect, and you won't ever post it if you try to make it perfect. So if it's so perfect, you post it, people appreciate it a little bit, then you stop for another 2 weeks or a month because each one has to be perfect. The secret is you want to create the content and then just make a goal to post and be consistent, to reprogram your subconscious to be like, if I post this, I'll be consistent. Because if you are a perfectionism, you're you're gonna be perfect, try to be perfect at everything you do in life. So you want to fail more. You want to just teach yourself to post more. You want to teach yourself to express your talent more, or anything, or get stuff done. You want to do it in a way that's not perfect. You just want to go towards it so you can change your subconscious to do a lot more. Because if you fail and keep doing it over and over again, you'll get so good at it. That's the technique. So teach yourself not to be perfect at everything. You want to just try to do it and then check off that you did it, which is basically intermission. People are calling me. All right, I'm back. So let's step back. So perfectionism. So an example would be when I was younger, I wanted to be really good at breakdancing, but I didn't want to show off my moves until it was perfect. So I wouldn't enter a competition, or I wouldn't show off my moves at an event because I'm like, it's not perfect yet. And I would regret that because it made me not go towards my dreams that fast in terms of dancing. I would avoid going to competitions. I'd be shying away from performing in front of people, and that made me not feel great because I had high anxiety of like trying to make it perfect. But once I just forced myself to do that, I went for it. There's so many distractions in here. So once I jumped out and faced my fears and just did my best, it was better than my perfect. Like, I got so much praise for just going out on the dance floor and trying my best. And everyone was like, oh my God, it's so mind blown. So I got some praise and it made me feel good. Like, wow, I don't have to be perfect. I can just do my best. Because if I don't go out, I'll just regret it for the rest of my life. So anything you do, you want to just go for it and don't try to be perfect. Just go for it. Like, if you're preparing for a speech, don't try to make it perfect. Just go for it, because you'll learn from that. You'll get an accomplishment. You just face your fears to do a speech. Maybe you did it perfectly, or you did it really well, and maybe there's a couple of areas you can learn from that. Because once you keep going for it, you will be so good at everything you do. And this could be done for anything. So just write down perfectionism is ruining your life, and just write why, and just write down a list of things you actually want to accomplish that you want to get too perfect that's not making you go for it. So that's going to change your life. So let's write about perfectionism. That one's a deep one. And then, so we're going to review what we did last week. So we went over goals. So write down some new goals, but write down your small, medium, and large goals, and look back at that last page. Like, did you accomplish any of them? So kind of understand why you didn't accomplish them, or understand if they're long-term goals. And then you have to talk to yourself, like, why am I not accomplishing these goals? Like, if a week goes by and you had to really try to accomplish them, just try to ask yourself, why didn't you accomplish them? And then write down your mood and your mindset. So always write down your mood at the bottom, scale 1 to 10, and understand why you feel that way. Like right now I feel 10 out of 10 because I did a full day of stuff that I wanted to accomplish, which is giving people the best adjustments and having them happy after that, and breakdancing with my breakdance trainer, and making content with my friends. And that was a lot of work, but I did it all in one day. So I feel really good about it. And that's what makes my mood go up, is going towards stuff that makes my dreams come true. And then write down your mindset. And your mindset is Maybe it's a broad one, maybe change your life. I always write that down all the time. Another intermission. Okay, to review everything, you're gonna write down, you're gonna answer the first question we talked about people in your environment, and you're gonna write about what do you think you're trying to be too perfect at, and write about why it's not good to be too perfect at everything you do. And then you're gonna review all the goals, like did you accomplish most of them? And ask yourself why. And write down your mood and your mindset. And you're always gonna ask yourself questions to construct your journal, because when you ask yourself questions, you discover what you really want and what you really want to accomplish. All right, that's the whole video. So we're gonna do the next video on Monday, and we're gonna have some speakers soon and a community group soon. And if you like these videos, to help out, you're gonna like, comment, share, subscribe. That helps me be able to spend some time to make all these videos for you guys.